In this activity, I will dictate a text, and you will write exactly what I say. But some words in my dictation will not be said, they will be whipped. So when you hear the whip, you're going to guess the word and write it. So part of my dictation, you will write exactly what I say, and part you will guess. In which part you will guess? Okay. When you hear the whip, are you going to write one word or more?
One word.
Yes. Easy peasy? Yes. Let's do that. Let me wear my glasses. Allah. مستعجل قوي. Allah, 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 Allah. Okay. I woke up at a.m. I woke up at a.m. this morning. After dreaming, I had forgotten to submit my again. After dreaming, I had forgotten to submit my again. The first thing I did, the first thing I did, write everything. The first thing I did was my lesson plan. The first thing I did was my lesson plan. It turns out, I had planned a listening task. It turns out, I had planned a listening task without an actual brilliant. It turns out, I had planned a listening task without an actual brilliant. In the input session, I smiled and nodded while my brain silently screamed. I smiled and nodded while my brain silently screamed. What is it sounded like something between a pasta shape and a medical condition. It sounded like something between a pasta shape and a medical condition. Then came feedback. My tutor said my instructions were which I took as a compliment. Until I realized it meant confusing and too long. Until I realized it meant confusing and too long. My teaching partner asked if I had a spare. My teaching partner asked if I had a spare, which was odd. We weren't doing a vocabulary lesson. She meant a glue stick. She meant a glue stick. By lunch, I had consumed 3 cups of and a mysterious triangular sandwich labeled possibly chicken. من عند عبد كفتة الظاهر. And a mysterious triangular sandwich labeled possibly chicken. I spent the next hour attempting to write a language analysis for used to. After 45 minutes, I realized I had accidentally analyzed the phrase used to it, which is not the same at all. Then it was TP time. Then it was TP time. My hands were shaking. My whiteboard pen ran out halfway through. And I forgot to the practice stage. Classic. Okay. Check with your partners. Let's see your guesses. Go on. Work harder. Yes. Okay, my friends, answer key. You have the text, you have the answers in the back. See whether you were correct or not in your guesses.
Typical first 2 weeks of testing. First 5 weeks.
Okay, let's talk about this activity, my friends. We call this the whip dictation. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a whip dictation, it can be a whistle dictation, like you can use a whistle, whatever you want. I mean, now, focus. Okay, so we can focus on vocab, and what about skills? Yeah, listening, there's a lot of listening in there. Advantages. It's funny, easy, light material, okay? Okay, so there is this guessing part in it which would make students not only write, but think about what they're writing. Because sometimes in dictation, students might write without understanding. They just listen, but with this, now you don't only write, you have to think about what you're writing and try to make an informed guess based on the text. What else? Disadvantages?
Teaching, because it personalizes the text to the learners.
Oh yeah, I did that, which is, that's why you felt the text close to you, because I made it about Silta and I made it about you. And the students will feel the same if you made the text about them as well. Okay? What else?
It's easy to guess.
Yeah, okay, right. Sometimes it can be also challenging for some weak students Okay, can be difficult for them.
Disadvantage about the speed?
Well, I mean, you adjust your speed according to your students, which means that monitoring is so important to see whether students are catching up or not.
Needs setting up and preparation?
Everything needs setting up and preparation, but the idea is how much setting up does it need? I mean, not much. You need just to be ready if you're. I mean, I was looking for these toys that produce these squeaky sounds. I would have used it, but then I thought of the Whip application I have on my mobile. Okay, and I said, why not? Okay, I can make it a Whip Dictation, but it can be anything else. It can be a Whip Dictation, okay, whistle dictation, anything that would produce a sound. Yeah, why not? Can be, yeah, right. Okay, cool.